I don't want to skip this because I feel like it's kind of important.
Nigellus, black.
Wait, okay, so that... Wait, so we're like 50 years before Harry Potter comes in?
Headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The
Interesting.
sorting ceremony is over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left.
Yeah, but you're a freaking traitor, you little shit.
Lucky,
So why are you talking? Why are you talking?
This evening.
You heckin' jerk.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
A sense of loyalty? I believe myself to be a true friend. I know I value that trait in others.
You do not give up easily, do you? You are undaunted by challenges that lie ahead. And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
Heck yeah.
Better be Hufflepuff!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate
I went with
injury on the
Ravenclaw.
pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of work, but I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't, Professor.
I really like Professor Weasley.
Here we are at
Yeah.
the entrance to the Hufflepuff common room.
Through a bunch of
This is
barrels.
the entrance.
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the second row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff.
Wait, what did she say? Oh. Okay,
Well done.
I thought I was gonna have to do it. It's like I didn't remember what she said. I was like, what the?
Have a big
Wait,
day ahead.
wait, I'm gonna get doused in
I
vinegar.
shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
I was afraid I was gonna get soaked.
Sassy.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Thank God. I panicked for a second. I was like, I don't know what she said.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Okay. Hold on. Oops, sorry. So, just a couple of quick thoughts before we continue. So, first off, the fact that Ranrock is looking for a locket makes me or they found a locket in the vault, makes me believe that it's like either the locket that's like used in the Harry Potter series is like the Horcrux for Voldemort, because Phineas Black is the headmaster here, who is I think it's the grandfather of Regulus and Sirius, I think is the family tree, if my memory serves me right. So that's really interesting. So I think this locket is like before, it's like 20 or 30 years probably before Tom Riddle gets his hands on it, which is interesting. And so then the other thing that I wanted to point out was that it's the guy that we were looking for, Rockham's Vault. His first name is Percival, which is kind of interesting because, like, I mean, Percival's kind of like not necessarily like a unique name when it comes to like the wizarding world, but it's specifically used as like sort of like a signal to denote like the family of that was the original owners of like the Deathly Hallows. I think it's the Percival family. So just kind of an interesting thing to note there. I don't know if that was done intentionally or not, but you know, because I mean, obviously his last name's Rockham, so it's a little bit different, but like, you know. And then oh yeah, and then the fact that the Weasley's like great grandmother is the headmistress here, which is kind of cool. So, but yeah, that's about it. That's all I wanted to cover because I wanted to get those out of my head before I continued. Otherwise, I'd forget about them. Man, this place looks so cozy. Look at this. And there's a tea set over here. Yo, wait a minute. Yo, there's just tea ready to go. An apple? Okay. I fucking love this place already. Wait a minute. This place is so cool. I can just constantly eat fruit all the time. Hey, you talking shit?
She put a bow truckle under my bed, and I
You
know
talking
it's
shit?
her. She's looking for trouble, that one. Looking for it.
You know, it does help to look at the thing while you're stirring.
Ooh. Pastries. House chest. Place. Oh, okay. It looks like I don't have anything to put in there. Hey, it's the ghost.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Lenora Everley. Ooh, this is nice.
hello.
Yeah.
She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
I love the
Indeed.
nature vibe. Ravenclaw
4
was all
years of
blue with stars and
schoolwork is
astrology
a
vibes.
bit
I mean, I like that
being
too.
that far
I like that
behind.
too.
I'd feel so inadequate. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everley. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
Yeah, I just the only reason I went with Hufflepuff was because the last time I took the Harry Potter sorting quiz, which was I don't know, because some people at work made me do it again. I got Hufflepuff, so I just kind of went with it. So.
Arthur's got you.
You don't need to be
It's all right.
frightened, little cat.
Wish I could see what Hogwarts looks like tomorrow.
I can't quite reach. Come on, he went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
I will be back. Coworker has her birthday today, so gonna set that up. Also, that chest you saw earlier, I highly recommend completing it for the reward. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Thank you. Good luck. Good luck with setting stuff up.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Have you ever had a pet, Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as the puffskein that my dad brought home stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
What's this? I'd spend all day in the Great Hall of Battle. It's always so
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
If you don't mind, I'd prefer to just forget about it.
Oh dear, it must have been bad. I mean, of course it was. I know I would have been terrified. Sorry. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes. He travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course. And good luck.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
A time turner? Oh.
Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Revelio.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
House Elf Recipe Book. Guide pages. Rumored to contain some of Helga Hufflepuff's original creations, this book holds a collection of Hogwarts' students' favorite recipes from over the centuries. Some dishes like pickled dirigible plums are likely an acquired taste. You've just unlocked a Field Guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appear here. Field Guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or experience.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
You've discovered a Flue Flames fast travel point. You can open the map at any time to fast travel to any discovered Flue Flames. That's gonna be a tongue twister.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Seems a little bit
Good
terse.
luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
I want to be able to lift things in the air.
Find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Well, already. Cast Charmed Compass. Oh, that's kind of cool. Wait, that's really cool. It just gives you a path of where to go? That's pretty neat. I like that.
Lumos.
Oh ho ho ho. Why do I run like that? Wait a minute. Why did I run down the stairs like that? Hold up. Oh.
Revelio.
Ah, ha ha ha! I did see that. The Wyvern Fountain. This fountain in the Transfiguration Courtyard has a likeness of a wyvern on top and serves as a relaxing place for students to gather. Despite rumors to the contrary, possibly started by Sir Cadogan, this is most assuredly not meant to be the Wyvern of Wye, slain by the lively knight in spite of himself. Huh. Cool. Neato.
Revelio.
Oh, I'm gonna be casting this thing like none other. I'm just gonna be spamming this spell all over the place.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Ignatia Wildsmith. Oh. Cool.
Revelio.
Joy to be in the presence of such arrogance.
Level 11 lock? Okay.
Revelio.
Is that Peeves? Oh my god, it is. What is it? Okay.
Revelio. Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity. Especially in the heat of battle.
I'm
Now,
all for teachers
let's
sassing
practice
students
what
who are
we've just
mouth
learned,
off like that.
starting
Hell
with
yeah.
something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as
Right.
Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Break through yellow shields with control spells like the levitation spell Leviosa.
Good. Well done.
Leviosa.
Good. Now, the basic. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now,
Sebastian
I
Sallow.
want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Protego. Easy. Leviosa. Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Be your first duel. Let's just stay on the...
I do Leviosa. Watch your opponent for signs to attack or defend yourself.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Smug little shit.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Heck.
Let's go.
Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough Leviosa for one day. Class is dismissed.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around. Oh, I'm not much for dueling.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Revelio.
Always thought Leviosa was for first years. Not any.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned? Count me in.
Excellent.
That's not what I would say.
If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Cool.
Revelio.
How do I... Can I not interact with this?
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
It's about time Hogwarts puts...